Yo, Yodi, what is up, YouTube? It's me, Cusser, and I'm keeping it real. Sorry, bit too much? No? Okay, whatever. Today, I'm gonna give y'all a smooth story time on how I had went ahead and won a Best Comedic Actor Award during the 2024 NCTC competitions, all that good stuff. During one of my first high school performances, school plays, whatever. Go ahead and grab your snack and a stuffy, and let's get into the video, shall we? Okay, y'all, so now that I'm situated with my stuffy, you know, she laughed at the party or whatever. Little disco girl. And I got some strawberry ice cream with Fruit Loops in them. I don't know. It just looked appetizing when I thought about it. So, basically, let's get into the story time, because I've got nothing to do but a lot to talk about. So, first question you may be asking, because there's a lot of questions that you might be asking here, and I'm going to answer all of them, so make sure you stick to the end of this video, because I might answer your question. So basically, what is NCTC? Good question. Good question. Basically, right, NCTC stands for North Carolina Theater Conference, I think. Or it's competition. I'll search it up later. But North Carolina Theater something. And basically, it's where a whole bunch of different schools, theater programs, and stuff like that comes to one school. They all showcase their 45-minute or below production. And then there's like adjudicators. There we go. That was a big word. That's a big word for Elmo. But they've got adjudicators and judges and teachers of different schools and, you know, people of different backgrounds coming in to see, you know, who's got the best show under 45 minutes. Very important thing. The rules are so the rules are you step onto the stage, your 45 minutes start. You've got 45 minutes to get your entire set off the stage, but you still gotta do the play, you know what I mean? So it's go, 45 minutes, get your whole set on stage, do the show, perform, and scene, get it off set, get the whole set off stage, and pray God that it's under 45 minutes. Because if it is over 45 minutes, baby, you disqualified. Crazy, I know. So basically, that's what happened. I'm gonna go ahead, and that's basically what NCTC is. So, do y'all want to hear about my experience? Let's get into a little story time. Yeah. Okay, so y'all want a story time on how my NCTC competition thing went? Let me tell you. So I made a little vlog, so there will be a little bit of clips in there, but basically, first things first, I had to wake up the butt crack it on, like early. I don't even remember how early, but just know it was early, to get on the bus at my school to go to Shelby High School. We were there at like 10 a.m. I think. It could have been 2 p.m. I'm bad at times. So we get to the Shelby High School, right? Super cute school. Looks like it's got a lot of history and everything. I'm seeing like cases of cute costumes, like past show props. It's cutesy. It's got decorum. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of other schools pulling up or are already there. So it's just a whole school full of theater kids. Cute. Interesting for sure. Anyways, so we get to the place and we are directed into the theater or auditorium or whatever. They've got a whole separate building for their like theater and auditorium, and that is so cool. This is so cool. Anyways, so this dude is just talking to us about how the whole NCTC process is going on and how lucky they are for their school to be selected again because they've got such a great school. Anyways, let me calm down. And we pretty much just started watching a whole bunch of other schools do their performances. And honestly, it was a really good time. It was a really good time. Because as a high schooler, I haven't been able to actually go around and see other schools' plays and performances. So I don't know what is on high school show standards. Because, like I said, this is my first high school production. So obviously I haven't seen any either. So seeing a whole bunch of other schools do phenomenally, really great. Really great. We had an intermission. And I'm pretty sure the first day of intermission, we went to McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's was like across the street up the road. Like, we were hiking. We hiked to go to McDonald's. But I'm not even gonna lie. No, yeah, we were the only school that actually did that, I'm pretty sure. I didn't see any other schools during intermission, like hiking to McDonald's as a group, but Palisades Drama Guild, do anything for a 10-piece bacon nugget. Whatever. So, us being the big bags we are, full, happy tummies, happy whatever. There were some problems, but we're not gonna get into the school drama. Anyways, walk back. My friend started chasing me. My friend is frolicking in the leaves. Like, it's cool times. We get back, we watch more shows, and I then learned that there's this little feature where you could like give other shows stars. That was pretty cool. So how it worked is that you would pay $1 to put a star up on like the posters of the show that you wanted to give kudos to. There was like posters of like every school's show that they were doing, and it was like cute. So they would have like stars. You would buy one, you would write your messages and your kudos, and they would put it up on the thing, and that was pretty cool. Or you could spend $5 and have it read out in front of the entire like audience. Like, Sarah, you are so funny, and the performances you had were great. From Kings Mountain. Yay! Like, that's how it was. And it was pretty cute. Sometimes it was like a lot, like, why are you reading this essay of glaze? Anyways, so that was the stars. They were cute. And then yeah, there was a whole 2-day process, and that was NCTC. We didn't spend the night. It was close enough that we could ride the bus there and like, carpool or ride the bus back. So fun. And then, we had our performance. It was a 2-day thing. So we had like the first day we go there, and then we go back, and then we sleep and eat, and come back the second day. By bus. And then come back. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we performed on the second day, and it was pretty cool to see like other people's like dressing rooms, and like I just like seeing the dressing room. It wasn't actually a dressing room, it was the chorus room. Is this my camera or is this my camera? I see you. Sorry. But anyways, so yeah, we were in the chorus room, and that was pretty cool. Girls and boys, and I kind of felt bad because I blew up the bathroom, and there was only one bathroom, and I was like, my friend was like, "Oh, somebody just dropped a deuce," and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Anyways, that was pretty much it about like the whole NCTC process. We went out there, we did our thing. Everybody loved it, but you know, it was a comedy. And when I tell you, like, everybody else was like on the verge of tears for all the other shows, so we were definitely like the odd ones out. But yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I finished on my ice cream and Fruit Loops. That was really good. But yeah, the main question is, Kasiri, what about your award? Thank you for reminding me. I was getting there. Anyways, so basically, at the end of the whole thing, we had the award ceremony, and it was long. It was long. But it was rewarding. It was really rewarding, honestly, and I mean, like, I'm not gonna say it was the best part, but it was definitely up there in the rankings. So what had happened was they had different sections for different things, like best set, best directors, best stage managers, best artistic value, best music, best direction. There was a lot of categories. And I could really, I mean, like, I feel like everybody felt seen in some aspect, and that was really great. The stage managers, yes, my stage managers, they had won awards, and I just felt so happy for them, and it was so great, and la 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 la. And then they had the best actors award, and that's where the good part was getting. So they were calling out all the schools. They'd be like, da 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 da, and for best comedic actor, Kasari Manuel, yay! Yay! And that's basically it. My friend David had also won an award, and that was pretty cool. So we could, I mean, we didn't walk up together. They called us separately, but that's whatever. That's whatever. So you might be asking, Kasiri, how do you think you got this award? I guess we'll never know. It's when the most on loves living in the gangster's paradise. Sorry. But anyways, I will say that I do think, there we go. I wasn't all the way, okay. So I do think that having an acting coach definitely put me in the right mindset to be able to perform as well as I did, if I'm being honest. And I know that a lot of people don't really have an acting coach and don't think that it might be necessary to have an acting coach. And you know what? Kudos to you. Everybody works differently. I wouldn't know if it really did well or not, because this is my first time having an acting coach. But shout out to Miss Dina Lee. She's my wonderful, wonderful acting coach, and she had helped me a lot, honestly. First things off rip, like, we were talking back and forth about like scripts and like, you know, characterization and stuff like that before this. But then I came to her asking about, you know, this certain performance, like, hey, I'm gonna be in a play, it's gonna be pretty cool, I'm Cinderella, like, this is like, come on now. And she's like, do you have your script memorized? And I'm like, not really. She's like, call me back when you get that done. So it was definitely something. It was definitely an experience having somebody else, you know, telling you how to go about the characterization process. It was definitely good for me to hear somebody else's perspective on my certain character that I was trying to pursue, if that makes any sense. Helped a lot. And it also helped to ask my director questions, because I can't leave everything to myself. I leave most of the stuff to myself, but I'm a very literal person. So maybe that's why it came so easily to be a comedic actor, because it's more comedic to be serious. So if the script says that he pushed me off his lap, I'm thinking he shoved me 3 yards across the yard. You catch my drift? So the fact that I would ask my director questions about certain things definitely made me feel more grounded in my character. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely finished my snack and my stuffy is all warm now. So I will see y'all later. Bye.